problems, you are in for some long days. Well, hi, you all. I hope you are having a great, grand, fabulous, fantabulous day. I am having a really good day. I have dropped my son off at the Center of Health and Wellness. With that being said, I am going to attempt to do a teacher tag. Yes, I love teacher tags. A tag that was created by, I think her name is Vanessa Brooks. I will leave you her link, the link to her channel, in the description box in case any of you would like to do this yourself. Okay? So consider yourself tagged. Before I even get into it, consider yourself tagged. If you're a teacher and you have not done this, would you rather teacher edition tag? So let's get into it. Question 1 reads, would you rather get to school at 6 a.m. or leave school at 6 p.m.? Okay, honestly, I'm not a morning person, but if it means having a 4-day school week, 4-day school week, going in at 6 o'clock, getting off at 4, I will definitely go for that. Or if it means working from 6 to 2, 5 days a week, I will go for that. But if it doesn't mean either one of those, I'm going to have to go with getting off at 6 p.m. because half the time I'm staying at work till like 4:30, 5 o'clock anyway. So that works out either way. Moving along. Number 2 reads, would you rather run out of paper or pencils? I'm going to have to go with the pencils. I'm going to go with the pencils because in my class, they can always write with pens. They're not the best typists, so I didn't choose paper because if we ran out of paper, they would have to definitely use the computers at least some of the time. So I'm going to definitely go with the pencils because they can always use pens for the most part. Yeah, I'm going to go with pencils. All right, number 3 reads, would you rather have a student get sick in the classroom or have a lice incident in the classroom? I'm thinking, y'all. Okay, keep in mind that I teach high school students. So with that being kept in mind, like I told you all, I'm going to have to go with a student getting sick in class. So I'm going to go with that. Mainly because the license incident, depending on how it's handled, whether it's a call from a parent, a call from the office, guidance, or whatever, depending on how it's handled, I'm going to say that I'm going to go with the student getting sick in class because that's kind of normal. If it happens, it would be considered as normal. But the lice incident thing, I don't think that student who has a lice would ever be free from that around his or her peers. You get me? So I really think that, thinking of the student, I would prefer that the student gets sick instead of there being a lice incident, because that student would never be able to live that down. And that's just how teenagers work. So we'll leave it at that. All right. Number 4 reads, would you rather not be able to make copies or not be able to project anything? I need to be able to do both of these, you all. But this is the situation here. My classroom, typically I'm not going to have more than 12 in a class. There were times that I had 18 to 20 in a classroom of students with disabilities, but the numbers have gotten lower. But just considering that, I typically use my printer, and printer to me is not going to be included in the school copy room, in the school copies. So I'm going to go with not being able to make copies, because although I'm going to have to stock up on some ink, my original copies typically come out of the printer from my computer. So I'm going to go with copies, because I just have to be able to project. There are many things that my students haven't experienced, and if they don't see it, or if there's not some type of guidance, visual guidance, and I understand there can be visual guidance with a model or a demonstration, but sometimes they really truly need to see something that is more relatable, and typically you can find that to where you can project it. So I will definitely go with the copies, because I need to be able to project. All right, next question. Would you rather never be able to wear jeans, or always have to wear a school shirt? Y'all, these questions are so unfair. Currently, my colleagues and I have to pay $1 each Friday to wear jeans and a color representative of our school. Most of us participate. Maybe only a couple of my colleagues did not participate last year. Most of us do participate. I'm going to go with having to wear the school shirt. And I'm going to hope that somehow it's included colors, like school colors. Maybe a plain red top for me, or a plain black top, or plain gray top. So I'm going to have to really switch it up. But I'm definitely going to go with the school shirts, because it's a thrill around there to be able to wear jeans. You know, just on the Fridays that we're able to wear, from us having to pay $1. So I'm going to definitely go with the school shirts. I'm going to just have to change it. Okay, so getting back, question 6 reads, would I rather have 50 well-behaved students or 20 with multiple behavior problems? Y'all, 50 is a lot of students, but if you're taking 20 who have multiple behavior problems, you are in for some long days. I have had 20 students with disabilities in the classroom together, but not all of them had multiple behavior problems. Maybe 25% of them did. That was back and when I first taught middle school, and my caseload was very big, and the scheduling was just a bit off, and sometimes we in the special ed department would end up with the big number. So I'm gonna go with the 50 well-behaved. Yes, that's a lot more grading, but I'm definitely gonna go with the 50 well-behaved. Okay, question 7 reads, would I rather have to deal with a grumpy parent or administration? I'm gonna go with the grumpy parent. I've been able to finesse this communication thing and my tone of voice. I've been able to kind of get that together over the years. So I feel like I can work with any parent. Even that parent who says she or he knows all the special education laws, and if they sound threatening, I'm going to go to the Board of Education. I usually can meet that parent halfway somehow or another, and we iron it out. So I'm going to definitely go with grumpy parent, because whatever the situation might be with administration, that you're really talking about possibly losing your job, whatever the situation, which I've never been in a situation to my knowledge that I felt like I was going to lose my job having gotten into it with administration. I can't even think of a time. So I'm going to go with grumpy parent. Question 8 reads, let me hold these up. Would you rather have to tie a wet shoelace, y'all, or get sneezed on? Ew, these are not good. I'm gonna go with the get sneezed on, Because now that has happened to me in the high school setting. That has happened to me. Students, I do a lot of one-on-one with my students. So yes, as I was saying, I'm definitely going to go with the getting sneezed on, because trust me, I'm going to have some Lysol wipes, disinfectant spray, hand sanitizer. Hey, I'm going to be on alert. So I'm going to be prepared for that. So that should not be a problem, I don't think. Question number 9. Would I rather have a longer summer break or more breaks throughout the year? Definitely more breaks throughout the year. In fact, I am pro year-round school. Summer break is nice, don't get me wrong. But if I really, really think about it, I would prefer to have several breaks throughout the year. I hear many people say that year-round school is working 6 weeks off approximately 3, or what have you, however that works. I would definitely want to do a schedule that fits more of the year-round school scheduling. So yeah, I'm going to go with more breaks throughout the year. I would be getting refreshed throughout the year, not an extended version of getting refreshed. Because after about a month, and after about 6 weeks, I'll say, I'm kind of ready to go back to work anyway. So I would definitely go with more breaks. Question number 10. I'm almost done, you all. Question number 10 reads, would you rather have one-to-one technology? That's funny. But no books in the classroom, or no technology for students, but any book you would ever want? Oh boy. I'm gonna go with one-on-one technology, because I help my students in all areas, in all subject areas, and we really need that technology. The programs that we use to show their progress, is technology. The internet is needed. So I'm definitely going to go with technology and just hope for the best on the supply of books that are online. Although for my own personal reading, I like to have that tangible book. I like to have that book in my hand, just to let you know. Okay? Question 11. Would I rather have a 4-day work week, and of course that is having a 3-day weekend, meaning hold on, y'all. All right, had to take care of something right quick. But yes, question 11, let me read this over. Question 11 reads, would you rather have a normal work week schedule, or only teach 4 days but have longer school days? Hey, I am down with the 4 longer school days. Trust me, there's nothing that I would rather have than to work 4 longer school days. Okay, that would be fine. I could see myself going in from 8 to 6, or 6 to 4, or 5 to 3, or however you want to call it. Whatever, I could definitely see that. That could definitely happen for me. Yeah, that could definitely happen. So let's go with that. And then the final question, because I think my tablet is dying out. Final question is number 12. Would you rather eat lunch off of a non-disinfected desk, or eat a homemade treat from a student? I'm going to go with the lunch off of a non-disinfected desk, but there is an exception as far as student treats. I do from time to time eat student treats. That's because I teach high school, and a lot of my students take foods classes, and a lot of times we know what they're cooking. The foods teachers sometimes will send out an email to let us know what they were doing that day, or what they're going to be doing in the following week. We even have days where we pay for meals that the kids cook. So I would definitely make that exception. And maybe if it was a parent who has a student that attends our school, that would be an exception. But other than that, I'm going to go with that non-disinfected dish, y'all. I'm going to just leave it there, okay? Well, I hope you have enjoyed this tag. Remember, consider yourself tagged if you're a teacher and you haven't done it. It is the teacher edition of the Would You Rather tag. I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I don't know if I was actually fun. I might have bored you, but I tried to be as honest as I possibly could. Sitting here, y'all, I never made it into the library. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but I never made it into the library. Now I've got to run to the dollar store, get a few Gatorades and a couple other things, and pick up something for my son to eat, and then I'm going to head and get him from the Health and Wellness Center. Again, I thank you for... Someone said, when you teach, you learn twice. Don't forget that, y'all. Love you. See you on the next upload.